Lovely, lovely kitty moment where you go meow, meow. Okay. Oh, my throat hurts from singing. I'm a half horse, half man. Of man. I have that stuck in my head. Gosh darn it, it's never gonna leave my head for the entire day. Half horse, half man, dude. Ugh. Yes. I'm gonna continue last time. I drew a mouse and then I went kind of crazy with it. I kind of went a little bit sicko mode with drawing the mouse last time. And we're gonna continue what I was doing last time with the whole mouse going sicko mode, dude. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to warm up a little bit to get used to this. I may or may not have destroyed my throat a little bit earlier singing I'm a half horse, half man. Because I'm a little bit dumb sometimes. But also, banger. Oh, it's incredible. Trying to figure out how I want to add more action lines to this guy. I want to make him more powerful. I want to give him the true power. Only half a man. Okay, I wasn't quite as unhinged. I'm not feeling quite as unhinged as yesterday, which is kind of a good thing. Because yesterday I was going a little bit crazy. By a little bit crazy, I mean very crazy. I mean, it wasn't entirely a bad thing. I just was like laughing hysterically at like just a random picture of a mouse that I found. I don't know why I thought it was so funny. It just was, dude. I don't know what I'm saying, dude. It just was crazy. Pretty intimidating picture of a mouse, and I'm currently capturing this energy. Currently watching as this mouse powers up. Gotta get this mouse powered up. We gotta give him the truth. The truth that he is the true chosen one. The chosen mouse. I love you, Mr. Mouse. You deserve better. You deserve true compassion. I figure out how I wanna. So for my art class that I've been doing, I needed to do some like outlines of, or like I guess, well yeah, outlines of stuff. Like I couldn't. There'd be like this mouse or something, but then it'd be like just the like outline of it or something like that. And I've been doing that, and I keep choosing stuff, and then I keep like just not drawing a cool part of it, and I'm kind of a little, I don't know if I should say upset, but just like should I have done more? I guess I'll find out if the teacher's like, yeah, what you chose was fine, or they'll be like, actually, choose this next time. I mean, I think the thing that I chose that was probably the best was I drew like a little cactus. It's not quite a cactus. There's a type of like cactus, but I drew that, and that one was probably the best one for me in terms of just getting something that was, how do I describe it? Good maybe is not the word for it, but just like, let's see for me. I'm just trying to figure out what kind of action lines I want from this. If I want to like, I have like something more like that. I feel like there's already enough going on here, but I also feel like it's a little bit confusing exactly what's going on here, so I kind of just want to make it more impactful, I guess. Oh my gosh, my freaking... Okay. I don't know who designed my college, like, campus building, but they clearly were not in, like, the right space of... Well, I shouldn't say the right space of mind, but they... Clearly were just kind of making it to look more cool than actually be functional. And, or I guess be, like, interesting in the building, because it was, like, impossible to find, like, some of my classes. And just, like... And it wasn't like, it was like one of the older parts of the school, but like, why on earth is one floor connected to, or I guess, okay, let me go through my process of finding my class. So I'm like, okay, so it's this number, so it's probably gonna be on this floor. And so I go to that floor, and then it's not on that floor. So I go up a floor, and then it's too high of a number. And so I'm like, okay, well, then clearly, it's on that floor, but I don't know how to get to it. And so I'm kind of confused, and, you know, I walk around for a little bit, and then I, like, walk around outside, and apparently... You have to either go, like, up 2 flights of stairs and down a couple more stairs to get to that same floor, or the other half of that same floor. It's just... It doesn't make any sense. Like, I don't know who designed that, but... It's just... Like, oh yeah, and then it gets worse, because, like, inside the building, you have, like, yeah, a little bit of that. Oh yeah, inside the building, you have, like, you have these, like, really narrow hallways, and to get to one of my classes, you just had to keep going down and down and down this narrow hallway, and it just keeps, like... You're like, how deep does this go? It's like playing Lethal Company, and you're like in Tunnel Network, and it's just the same thing, but you just keep going deeper. It was, oh my gosh. I mean, once you know where stuff is, it's not like horrible, but just finding it in the first place, it's just, I don't know. The design is just not not good. Okay. I think what's kind of throwing me off here is I want it to be a little bit more like it feels like it's on the ground. Like this, and maybe we have a little bit of stuff coming off his feet. I just want a little bit just to make a general impression and kind of just ramp it up as it goes forward. Just give this guy It's, it's me, the mouse. I'm here to discuss business. And if you don't want to discuss business, well, it's just like the mouse starts powering up. Dude, I have mice in my house. Oh, I don't know if I told this story before, but the time I got a mouse stuck in my wall. And this was one of my least favorite moments that happened to me, because it just was like, how do I even describe it? Well, I guess it was stuck in my wall. So I get home from hanging out with my friends, because that's a fairly regular thing we do. And I hear this like little thing. And I'm like, what is that? And so I just kind of hope it goes away, because I'm so tired that I can't figure out what it is. And I just want to go to bed. It takes me a bit to go to bed, of course, because of this weird, like, noise that, like, is going on. And so in the morning, I wake up, right? And I go to... I can still hear the noise. And I'm like, okay, clearly it didn't go away, like, during the night. So I have to figure out what is causing this noise. And I hear it. I can hear it, like, inside of my wall. And I'm just like, what is this? I'm like freaking out just a little bit, because it's such a bizarre noise. I'm not quite sure what to do with it. And so, you know, I get my phone camera. Cause there's like a little thing that I can open up the ceiling with and check inside of it. And so I do that. I open up the little thing and I look inside of my ceiling, and well, I have to use my phone camera to be able to see it, because I can hear it inside of the wall, and there's like a little gap that I can see inside of the, like, top thing. It's kind of hard to describe. I'm not describing it very well. Let me describe it a little better. There's a little panel on my ceiling. You open it up, and then you can see, like, little spaces at the top, which you can kind of see into the wall, but you'd have to have something pointing down into it, so I use my camera to point down into the wall so I can see what's in the wall. And there's this little mouse. This little mouse is trapped inside of my wall. And I'm just like, oh, great. So you decided to fall inside of my wall and keep me up all night. That's fantastic. And so I'm like, okay, well, now I have to figure out how to get this mouse out of my wall, because this is driving me crazy. And also, I don't really want to have a dead mouse inside of my wall. In fact, I already did see a different dead mouse inside of the same wall hole, which is kind of fun. It's always fun when you find random dead mice in your ceiling and walls, but I'm back to what I was saying about it. Oh yeah. So I have to get this mouse out of my wall. It's in my wall, and I'm not, like, quite sure how to get it out. And eventually, after talking with my dad about it, we decide that we are going to drill a hole through the wall. We're going to do it in my closet, so it's not as obvious, but that's what we do. We drill a hole in my wall, we put a trap in front of it, and the mouse eventually comes out and gets trapped in the live catch trap. And I take it outside, and it's all handy dandy. I'm still a little bit annoyed that there was a mouse trapped in my wall, but it's all well and good. Well, lo and behold, a couple days later, I come back And well, not that I come back. Okay, so a couple days later, I'm sitting there. My dad's like put a little piece of wood and like some screws to put part of the drywall back there, so it's not just a giant hole in the wall. And all of a sudden, I hear the scratching sound again. And it turns out another mouse fell into my wall. And I'm like, okay, well, apparently I just have to leave a hole in my wall, in my closet, because apparently mice keep falling into my wall. And it hasn't happened since, fortunately. I also have a trap up in my ceiling, which has caught a couple of mice. I think what we really need to do to get rid of them is to actually, like, what is it called? Oh yeah, I need to stop them from actually getting into the house. If we really want them to stop coming in. Yeah. I'm not sure I like how I've done this. I feel like I want to get rid of some of this bottom stuff a little bit. Or lighten it up a little bit. I feel like it doesn't need to have as much of this bottom lines and stuff. It doesn't need to be as intensive on the bottom, I guess. This thing. I actually did, what is it called? I kept I'm kind of weird, and I like some kind of weird stuff. By that, I mean, for like pets and animals and stuff in general. And that means that I do like insects, which I know some people absolutely despise insects. They're like, why do they exist? But I do, like, not always. I think I like them because they creep me out a little bit, and that's just kind of how I am. A lot of things is I just... Okay. No, that was not right. Back to 10. I think it was 7, actually. That was 7. I set this to 50. I can easily more erase them. No, I don't want to erase the jacket. Leave the jacket alone. Okay. Maybe I should add a little bit more of a border to this. I'd say it looks a little bit better. And a little bit more of a border to some of it. That's what I am. Okay. I'm gonna call that good for right now, just because I want to draw something else. And also, I'm just drawing for the fun of it, so I don't need to worry too much about having anything like exact or anything like that. Okay, reference time. Reference time. Oh, oh my gosh. Yesterday, not being medicated definitely made me a little bit funnier, but at the same time, it wasn't a good thing. I was going a little bit sicko mode. And by sicko mode, I was being a little bit crazy. Okay. What the Iron Maiden? That's what I wanted. Not the band. Device. Which I believe wasn't actually a real thing. I think it was made up, but from what I heard anyways. Well, not necessarily made up, but it was like created, fabricated, I guess. Find a good image that is big enough. This is unfortunate. What the freaking heck, man? What the heck? Okay. Oh well. But we're gonna create a really kind of dumb pun. We're gonna create an Iron Mouse. Whoa, because it's gonna be an Iron Maiden, but for mice. What? Oh, okay. Trying to figure out how I want to do this. There's like interesting how some of that looks. So maybe it's like take this. Trying to figure out how I want to make it look. What perspective and angle I want to have with it. Tiniest nose on the planet. I don't wanna. I don't. My brain is exploding. Okay, so it'd be like this, where I kind of like open up. You have it, and then I have like the ear too. How would that open up? Okay, let me do this. Let's make like we're gonna make something fairly simple just to get an idea. Hello, tiny man. Tiny man is my friend, except for the crimes he's committed. We don't talk about the crimes Tiny Man has committed. He's unforgivable. Yeah. But it'd be something kind of like that. And it would like open up. Now I'm thinking of Enter the Gungeon because it's a banger game. Open up that. How would that open up? Or would the hinge open up? I have to think about this. 1 second. I have to. So if we got a hinge, okay, let me Control Z that instead of erasing it. So if you have a hinge here, we take this hinge and we open it up. Like this. Nothing's funny. Why am I laughing? Okay, so you'd have like the back of the head here and then the front of the head. And so then you would open it up on the hinge. Oh no, did my Wi-Fi crash? No, we're good. Wi-Fi no crash. We're good. We're good. Saw my Wi-Fi crash, and I was about to be a little bit sad. Yeah, but we still want the part of the ear here. Yeah, part of the ear there that opens up here. Okay, we're gonna erase this because this is not good enough. I want it like so you can see part of it. And you'd have a hinge here. This would go, and then that would open up. So the hinge. Open up here. And so you'd have like the mouse face part that go forward. And then part of the ear. I'm struggling with this one. Trying to figure out how this is gonna work. Kind of going back to what I was saying about liking weird things. I actually had a dubia roach colony for a little bit, which they're different from like pest cockroaches because they're like feeder insects, and you don't want to be using pest cockroaches as feeder insects because um those things are freaking fast. Uh, people, on yeah, pest cockroaches honestly scare me. I'm not quite sure what else to say about that. They're horrifying. But kind of going back to what I was saying with yeah. So I had a dubia roach colony for a little bit, and that was kind of cool. I know some people are like really don't like cockroaches, which is fair. You don't have to like cockroaches. Especially the pest kind, because pest kind is actually scary. Um, and if you're not afraid of the pest kind of cockroaches, then you're just built different, I guess. Congratulations. Why'd that open? If you had a hinge here, here. No, that wouldn't open. That's the answer. It wouldn't open. I figured it out. I'm dumb. That's the answer. Congratulations. You just found out that you don't understand what you're doing. Yippee! Me when I start my school assignment. Congratulations. You don't know what you're doing. Okay, so it kind of be like that. It was like opening up, down, and then like that probably. And it would have like spikes in it. It's like an actual iron an iron mouse. Do. Bow bow bow. I think my brain's slowly collapsing in on itself. And by slowly, I mean rapidly. It'd be like a whole bunch of spikes there. That's obviously not a very good example of spikes. And then maybe we like come down here. And it would like open up. People would be like, oh my gosh, it's so scary. Like open the doors, open up. We also have like some neck panels that open up here. Doors that open up. They have spikes on them, and people are like, oh no, not the spikes. Mega Man starts crying like a little baby because he's afraid of spikes. I haven't played Mega Man in a hot minute. It's fairly fun. I enjoyed playing the like first couple of games. Not that I was any good at them. Kind of funny that like me and my friends kind of enjoy like hard games, but we all enjoy different hard games. Like my one friend's really into Mega Man, and another one's like, well, actually, I have most of them are into Dark Souls. I guess not really, but then like all the hard games that I'm into, nobody else is into. Like GTFO. But to be fair, GTFO is not for everyone. It's kind of a little bit of a gremlin of a game. A little bit of a gremlin of a game? What am I even talking about? I was thinking of making like a more realistic Iron Maiden for mice, also known as an Iron Mask. But also I've decided that I'm feeling lazy and that I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't still want to draw right now. That's a good question. Cause right now I'm just kind of like, I really want to continue this mouse, and then I didn't actually do that. Well, I did do that, and then I decided that I didn't want to do that too much. I feel like this looks a little bit better than it did though, but it could probably still be better. Maybe we draw like a guy getting disintegrated by the power of the sun. Like draw like a little bit of sunshine. A little bit. The sun. Okay, I don't need to sing. I don't need to copyright strike myself. I don't need to get macaroni and cheese. That literally doesn't make sense. Congratulations, you are not making any sense. Go back to the shed. Go back to whence you came. Go back to where you came from. I should do another like really fun to, or I shouldn't say it's really fun, but I like goofing off with one of my friends sometimes and like drawing stuff. And actually, that's an idea. I might showcase one of our dumb drawings, but basically we're looking at Google Maps, or it wasn't Google Maps actually, it was Google Earth, because we're having a fun time goofing around in Google Earth, and like we kept finding really dumb stuff and being like, oh my gosh, dude, this guy's been stretched out, he's dead, and just like freaking out about like normal Google Map stuff. But then we found out some weird stuff. If you go into like not Google Maps, on Google Earth, you go into a tunnel on Google Earth, I don't know if it's still like this, it gets all like staticky and weird, and so we're like, oh my gosh, it's haunted. And then we found like a janitor guy, like the photos would keep being taken, and the janitor guy would keep being like all of them. We're like, he's following us. He's coming. He's too powerful. Uh that was fun. But getting back into what I was originally saying, as I over explained literally everything, we ended up drawing a little goofy picture of like one of the tunnels we had taken a screenshot of. It was like, I think it was in Tokyo. It's like a tunnel that runs across the bottom of the ocean from like one side of the shore to like the other. And it's pretty cool. But going through that tunnel on Google Earth was not very happy about it, and so it just kept getting weirder. Like we'd click an arrow and we'd like go through the wall. We'd be like, oh my gosh. It was, oh yeah, we'd go through the wall and then we end up like somewhere weird and like different, and eventually we made it out of the tunnel. We're like, we made it. We're free from the curse. But yeah, we made like a little dumb haunted picture of like the tunnel and stuff, and that was fun to do. Maybe I'll do a stream of that sometime where I just make haunted tunnel. Or not haunted tunnel, but I draw with my boys, or a boy. I don't know if I'm gonna draw with everybody. Tiny eye. evil son. The evil son. Do we give him eyeballs or do we just make him like haunting? Like make it like kind of like I've just given him otaku glasses. This is not great. Speaking of weird, well, not speaking of weird shows, but a weird show that I watched was Mahou Shoujo Magical Destroyers, and I have mixed feelings on it. I think some parts of it are cool, and some ideas about it are really cool, but also, it's been a while since I watched it, so I don't know why I'm talking about this show when it's been a while and I don't really remember a lot about it. Some of the stuff was kind of dumb, though. There we go. Feel like sunshine, rays of death, and there's gonna be like little tiny Jim Bob here. Jim Bob's he's just a guy. He's just chilling, you know. He's doing his best, his best in life. And then the sun comes over and is like, sup, bitch, and then evaporates him. And then he's like, oh, damn. Oh boy. Oh boy. He gets like freaking evaporated to death. Erase like parts of him. The sun is too powerful. This is why I don't go outside. That's a lie. I do go outside. I actually go outside, not as much as I should, but regularly. At least twice a week, which, like I said, is not enough, but also it's usually more than that. Usually, not always though. Sometimes I really do need to follow the meme and actually touch grass. Yeah, I'm gonna change the angle of some. Like, oh my gosh, no! Yeah, Bob! He's dead! He gets like freaking evaporated. Hi, Mr. Sun. How are you doing today? You want to see an epic prank? Yeah, sure, I guess. Oh, evaporates. That's not a prank. That's just called murder. Clearly, you don't understand what a prank is. Clearly, you're not with the pranksters. Bam, 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 bam. Ultra Instinct Goku music with like this rat. Oh yeah. Speaking of Goku, I talked about this a little bit before. But I was playing Lethal Company with my friends, and I had modded the absolute living crap out of the game. And so we had like Hatsume, Miku, Goku, and all sorts of funny stuff. My friend was playing Goku, and we'd accidentally, shouldn't say accidentally, but the baby got mad. And so we were like, oh no. We have to deal with angry evil child now. And so we're kind of trapped, and most of my friends are dead. One of my friends is like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. He's like, I hear the baby's pretty strong. He's just like playing Goku. I'm gonna go see if I can fight him, and then he just explodes. And what happened was he stepped on the Immortal Snail, which is another mod I had installed, but he just got evaporated, which was pretty epic. I don't know if epic is the right word, but you know what? I'm just gonna say epic anyways. It was pretty epic because it was funny, and if you don't think that it's funny, I guess you're just wrong. Sorry. Bum 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 bum. What is this guy that I'm drawing currently? Okay, I don't need to be extra obnoxious. I'm already obnoxious enough. Is Potato Man. The potato. I have to give him the stupid like jawline. The people are like, whoa, look at that jawline. How am I gonna do this? Like this? To give him the nose. Should give him a real schnoz. I like giving people big schnozzes. I don't know what about big schnozzes appeals to me. I just do. Big schnoz for the win. His head's so tall. And then his chin's so small. This is the new gaming mouse. The Ultra Edge Potato living mouse that plays the game for you. And you still lose anyways because you suck. And the mouse directly reflects your own skill level. Bam, 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 bam. Boo, 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 boo. Anything else I can add? I can add like cool, like little indents to that. And we're gonna give him like the tiniest little tuft of hair at the top. Not really hair, that's more of just a ball. The ball. The ball. It balls the night. We're making the Pineapple Man. The Pineapple Man. Bro's ready, dude. Bro's gonna hit it. Bro's gonna hit on you. Hi. You look kind of a little bit of it. A little schmexy. I like what? Huh? What? What? It looks like a carrot. He's a potato. Maybe I should put his, yeah, it makes him look angrier. What is bro on? Bro, who gave bro the go-go juice? I know the power now. Who gave bro the go-go juice? Who did it? I want to know. If you don't tell me right now, I'm going to arrest you. I'll send you to the go-go juice dimension. Bean, 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 bean. I need to figure out how I was so unhinged yesterday. I need to get back to doing that and not be. I mean, obviously, take my meds. Don't not do that. That's kind of important. We got a man. He's a man with a plan, and he's gonna teach you something about hospitality. I don't think that's how jawbones work. I think his jawbone's too high. Boo, 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 boo. The ultimate life form. Dude, when are we gonna get a show and the main villain is this guy? Probably already exists, honestly, but I need to know. Also, it needs to actually be good. Yeah, look how angular his musculature is. Yeah, that's right. That's right. He's gonna end you. You thought you could beat me in battle, eh? I am the Pineapple Man. My ultimate technique consists of growing pineapples. Every one of my techniques is sour. Extra sour because there's little needles in it. Which is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting that pineapple has like little needles in it. You're like, huh. That's kind of horrifying. I don't really eat pineapple, but also, you know, if I liked pineapple, I wouldn't really care anyways. It's just kind of why it destroys your mouth when you eat it. Is pretty sour. What is the point of stuff being sour? Is there any point? Well, I guess it's acidic. That's why. And this point of stuff being hot is because the plants don't want other stuff eating it that they don't want eating it, and then we eat it anyways because we're just like, yep, I don't care. I like the spice. And then the plant's like, why are you like this? Dude, this is literally my entire evolutionary strategy. And they're like, yeah, but we'll farm you, which will increase your chances of survival. And they're like, be like, I guess. This is me. Where's the isekai with this as the main character where he gets reincarnated, he looks like this? And everyone's just like, what is that? We probably don't need more isekais though, to be fair. We have enough isekais as it is. Oh, dude. Oh, the tired's getting to me. Somebody quickly hit me with the untired button. I'm running out of room. I'm running out of room on this page. I'm not sure what to do about it. I said, I'm calling Goku. But what? Hi, it's me, Goku. I heard you're pretty strong. Bro, dude. Ah! Oh, I don't know what I want to draw next. I mostly want to draw that mouse, and then I want to draw an iron mouse, but then I didn't draw the iron mouse. Well, I did draw it, but then I didn't draw it that good, and I could make a better version, but I'm too lazy to do that, and now I'm just overthinking stuff. Gosh, John, how do I not overthink things? That's a good question. My head kind of hurts, but also I think that's kind of normal for what's happening right now. Bam, 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 bam. I probably shouldn't say stuff without giving any context, but I'm not going to give any context because you don't get context. Context is for people who need it, and you don't need context. Context is, if you need context, it's a skill issue. You should immediately be able to understand everything that I'm saying very clearly. Okay, I wanna get Keyboy in here. Keyboy and his trusty sidekick, Keyballs, I guess. Yeah, sure. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, get out of my head, Ultra Instinct Goku theme. You're gonna actually summon Goku, and I'm not gonna win that fight. I'm gonna be honest. Most people aren't gonna win the Goku fight unless I guess they're secretly really strong. Really strong. I guess the other thing though, I know a lot of people are like, oh man, dude, this character would never win in this battle. And it's like, well, actually, it just depends on who the author wants to win. Because really, that's who has the power, is the author. The most powerful character. The author. I guess also children TV show protagonists are pretty powerful. Because, you know, who's going to end a children's TV show protagonist? Probably nobody. In their right mind anyways. I guess unless it's a parody. If it's a parody, then they're very vulnerable. But in the actual TV show, they're basically invincible. Bam, bam. Just drawing a key now. I like keys. I like some just like random. I've always been obsessed with just kind of random household objects. Like when I was little, I'd always play with like the teaspoons and stuff, or the measuring spoons, and I thought it was so cool. Like I had like actual like toys and stuff, but the measuring spoons way cooler than any of my other toys. This was kind of like one of those things where it's like, kid me was kind of weird, but also like, you know. I didn't get super bored about a lot of stuff. Well, actually, that's a lie. I did get bored as a kid. I got bored easily, but that is kind of just standard stuff, especially when your mom is stuck talking to somebody for 3 hours and you're like, "Mom, it was time to go 3 hours ago. Can we go now?" My mom was telling me a story that when I was little, I was messing around with the fish tank because I'm a dumb kid, and I accidentally break one of the lights and it like melts to the side of the fish tank, and my mom saw it and she's like, the fish are gonna die now because of you. Why did you do that? And she was like mad at me. And so I was running around the neighborhood butt naked, going to neighbors' houses, being like, "Can you save my fish?" And I was really little, but also was fine in the end because my dad worked at the pet store at the time, so he just came back with stuff to replace it, and it was fine in the end. Sorry. That was my nose exploding off of my face. I no longer have a nose. I love this man. He's my favorite. There's aesthetic keys, and then there's actually functional keys, and then there's aesthetically actually functional keys. But right now, I'm drawing an aesthetic key because these types of locks don't work all that great. And then they reinvented locks, and they were like, yo, no one will ever pick a lock again because it's so advanced now. And then somebody proved them wrong, and they're like, oh no. Beam, 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 beam. You when the beans hit. Me and the boys at 10 a.m. looking for beans. That video is pretty great. Just because it's talking about like modern memes and then ends up making a modern meme. I think that's a pretty epic key moment. Yeah. Well, anyways, I drew for a little bit. I've been streaming for about an hour, and I think I'm gonna take a nap because I'm feeling kind of tired today. But made it this far. Thank you for watching me yap a little bit. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you. Bye bye.